I'm going to ask you to take some notes, and then I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to talk about 3 ways to get to the finish line. And the finish line is a closed sale, okay? And we're going to speak from a perspective of having 20 sales per year as our goal. And then we're going to talk about the 3 different ways that we can get to 20 sales, what that looks like, what it would cost if you're doing it through marketing, and what the other options are. So I'm having a conversation with someone yesterday who is back in the Pinellas County area. I'm calling real estate agents, right? And I'm letting them know that I'm moving back to the Tampa Bay area. I'm building a team, and I'm looking for partners who want to run along beside me. Let's get going in the same direction, okay? And he shares with me that he did make a move. He made a move to another company, and part of the reason he made this move was because they provide leads. Cool, not a bad reason. It's a new company. There's 2,000 agents in the company. Now that's important because I'm going to do math with you here in just a minute. And like I was saying with Zach, I hope I don't screw this up because it's not exactly my thing, but it's part of being the local economist of choice. Is you have to understand that business is a math equation. If you want to take notes, write that down. Business is a math equation. So this particular company is spending $400,000 a month on leads. Please write that down. I got to thinking after this conversation, I said, okay, if I'm this person and I'm spending $400,000 a month on pay-per-click leads, that's $4,800,000 a year. Now, divided by $14, which is the average cost if you are buying pay-per-click leads, and it depends on the source. It might be lower, it might be higher. But let's just go with $14 because we need a number. So if we're spending $14 per lead and we're spending $4,800,000 per year, that's 28,572 leads per month. Now, take 28,572 times 2%, average conversion ratio in the United States on pay-per-click leads, 2%. That would equal 571 sales. Please write that number down. 571 sales divided by 2,000 agents. I'm thinking like a business owner. I own this company, and I'm asking, is this a good model? Is this something that I should do? Is this something that I would want to be a part of? I don't know. That's why math is a business equation. So divided by 2,000 agents, that's 0.28 sales per agent per month, or 3.36 sales per year. Now, if my goal is 20 sales, let's just say that I'm at 20% of the goal. So in order to hit 20 sales per agent, I would have to spend $2 million a month or $24 million a year on pay-per-click leads in order to ensure that all of my agents are hitting that 20 sale goal. Now, here's the next question. Does it make sense for the company? Well, I did the math on that too. And I take 2,000 number of agents times 3.36 sales per year equals 6,720 sales per year. If my agents are on an 80-20 split and the average commission is $10,000, that means I'm getting $2,000 per sale, which means at the end of the year, I'm getting $13.4 million as the business owner. So it makes sense for the owner of the company. The next question is, does it make sense for the agents? Well, the answer would be yes, if your goal is 3.36 sales a year. If your goal is more than 3.36 sales per year, then the answer is no. So the next thing I did is I said, okay, I'm going to draw these 3 different models that I can follow in order to hit 20 sales. And let's give me just a moment to figure this out. I want to find the right whiteboard. There we go. There we go, select. Maybe that's it. No. All right, hold on. Let's come at this a different direction. So I'm going to hit whiteboard. And there we go. Can you guys see that? David, give me a thumbs up. I can see you. Okay, so on the left side, we have pay-per-click. In order to get to 20 sales, let me see if I can blow this up a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. There we go. So over here on the left, we have 20 sales at the bottom. And in order to get to 20 sales, we would need 1,000 leads. 1,000 leads with a 2% conversion ratio times $14 per lead. We're going to spend $14,000 in order to sell 20 homes. Everybody with me so far? All right. In the middle, we have prospecting. And I know, because this is how I built my real estate business, from 0 to an average of 12 to 15 seller listings every month and more than 100 closings per year, focusing mostly, at least in the beginning, on prospecting for sell by owners and expireds. I would call you, I would ask you, if I had an offer on your home, would you want me to bring you the offer? And the goal of the conversation is to get the appointment, to get face-to-face. I'm not allowing anything to cause me not to go on the appointment. I'm not qualifying. I'm not looking for listing appointments. I'm just looking for appointments. Now, once I'm in the door, the goal of the conversation is to build a foundation, a relationship to follow up from. And I know over time that 100 leads in this, these are supposed to be pipelines, by the way. I know that looks like an acorn. It's a pipeline. So 100 leads times 20% conversion times $0 means this costs me nothing. And in result, I'm getting 20 sales. Now, the other source that I have to get to 20 sales is repeat and referral business. Now, in the beginning, you may not have a large database and you may need to focus more on prospecting, or you may want to join a company that provides you with leads, provides you with a lot of leads. As long as you understand there's a 2% conversion ratio on that, and the average nurture time is 6 to 7 months. So you're getting 100 leads in order to close 2 sales. You have to respond within 5 minutes. Please write that down, because if you're going to do this and you don't respond in 5 minutes or less, it's not going to work. If you're getting provided a lead, at least a dozen other people are being provided with the same lead. That one buyer, that one seller is not on one site looking at properties and saying, hey, I want more information, and only one person is getting that lead. That's not how it works. Several people are getting that lead. And studies show the person who responds first is typically the one who gets the sale. And because there's a lot of looky-loos here, you're going to have to sort through a whole lot of leads in order to close one. And you're going to have to follow up on an average for 6 to 7 months, because that's the average nurture time. So you're following up with 100 people for 6 to 7 months in order to close 2. It works if you want to do it. And over time, you're going to start building that database up. You've got 50 people in it, and then you've got 100 people in it, and eventually you have 200 people in your database that are sphere of influence and past clients. We know, because we studied this, that 5% will turn into repeat business. In other words, 5% of this group is going to move every 12 months. 5% of the US population that owns a home is going to move every 12 months. Just do the math. Business is a math equation. So 5% are going to move every 12 months. So I know if I have a database of 200 people, as long as I communicate with them systematically, I'm picking up the phone and I'm calling them 4 times a year. I'm providing value in those conversations. They see me as a local economist of choice. They see me as a strategic pricing professional. They see me as an expert at marketing real estate in order to attract the right buyer. They see me as a fierce negotiator. They're going to want to work with me. Now, if you don't talk to them, you don't provide value, then all of this goes out the window. However, when you do, 5% will move every 12 months. That's 10 sales. The other 5% will be referrals. I'm calling Lonnie. She's one of my past clients, and I'm providing value. She sees me as a local economist of choice, as a strategic pricing professional, as an expert at marketing real estate in order to attract the right buyers, as a fierce negotiator. And when I ask her, hey, Lonnie, who do you know that might be thinking of selling their home? She says, David. So I call David, and I've got a closed sale from a referral, 5%. That's 20 sales. By the way, the cost for this is nothing. So you can join a real estate company that's going to provide you with leads, like this gentleman that I was talking to yesterday, and that's fine if your goal is 3.36 sales per year. If it's not, then that might not be the right company for you. Talk to me. By the way, while you're thinking of, do I want to jump up here and talk, lead generate like a duck? Which one of those columns do you think the duck lives in? Are they paying for leads? Do they have a database that they call and ask, who do you know that will feed me today? Or are they prospecting? Now talk to me.
Hey, John, we talk about our little tribe that we have here in the Charlotte market. We talk about it's not magic, it's math. And at the end of the day, it's all about the number of people you talk to. If you have 100 conversations, you're going to get 5 appointments. It just is what it is. And it's got to be meaningful conversations. It's, you can't go in for the kill. You got to ask your forward questions. You got to be in the zone of building that relationship. But I mean, it's very eye-opening that number that you just shared on the buying leads. Very eye-opening.
Yeah, Jack, I agree. And let me be a little bit more direct to guys, because I was a little bit indirect. Now I'm going to be very direct. How do you think I feel about this? Well, you don't have to answer that question. I will. I want to put these companies that are charging you guys $14 per lead out of business. How's that?
I love that. I run my own pay-per-click campaigns, and with listings, I'll do Facebook campaigns. But that is, I kind of look at that a little differently. Pay-per-click is one thing, but buying leads from these companies, man, it just seems, and people do it. They have whole business models built around spending, $14,000 a month, $20,000 a month, and then they have a bank of people calling, to get appointments. It just seems like a whole lot of expense, a whole lot of peddling for little return.
Yeah. How's this, David? In 2022, 21, I don't know the numbers for 22 yet. Okay. However, in 2021, there were 6.2 million homes sold in the United States. In that same year, there were more than 100 million leads that were purchased by real estate agents.
Yeah. And how many of those were the same lead purchased by a dozen different agents?
Yeah, exactly.
And you'd mentioned that before, and I hope it's not lost on anybody here that they're selling the same lead to multiple.
Yeah. Who's making out on this? The companies that are selling you leads are the ones who are winning. When I say I want to put them out of business, it's not because I don't like these companies. It's because I want you guys to control the market. Your listings, your leads. They're taking your listings, selling the leads from those listings because you gave them permission to do it, and they're selling those leads to somebody else.
Hey, John, and just based on the math that you did a little while ago, the other person that's making out is that broker or whoever's purchasing those leads, because they're making a buttload of money on your efforts, and they're getting all the reward. and you're doing all the work for 3 sales.
You got it, Jack. They're saying, join my company and I will provide you with leads. Matter of fact, I will provide you with a lot of leads. And people, 2,000 people in since this company started have said, I'm in, let's do it. And that's fine if that's what you want. If you want more, it's not fine.
Hey, John. And another thing is that a lot of times the companies will say, hey, we'll give you leads, but they won't tell you how to work those leads. So it's kind of pointless.
10-4. Agree 1,000%. Agree 1,000%. It's clear where I feel you should be spending the majority of your time. It's prospecting and working your database for repeat and referral business. And I'm going to show up every day at 8:30, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. And you're paying me $0. All right, one more before we jump. You know, it's an awkward moment when somebody says, okay, one more, and then nobody talks. So, and I'm recording this still. All right, that's all right. I'll jump. Guys, I hope you got great value today. I hope you got your money's worth. If you love what you heard, please share it with a friend. If you didn't love what you heard, please don't share that. Time to get to work. What is work? Work is lead generate like a duck. Lead generate like a duck. By the way, a duck lives in that middle column because they don't know any other way. They don't have money to buy leads. Can you imagine? The duck says, okay, I'm spending money on leads. The leads are people who might feed me, and I'm only going to get, yeah, it's ridiculous. So they don't have a database of repeat and referral business. They're going to go out and quack every single day until somebody feeds them. They don't pay attention to the results. They don't get discouraged. They don't get depressed. They don't decide, screw this, it isn't working, I'm going to stop. They don't wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to stay home today because nobody fed me yesterday. So I'm just going to sit here and feel sorry for myself. No, they're going to wake up every day and they're going to go quack, quack, quack to every single person who walks by until somebody feeds them. And they're always going to be successful, because they show up every day and do the job. If you will lead generate like a duck, you will have a massively successful real estate business. So go quack, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.